Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. You know I'm so humbled and so grateful for all of you. Thank you for following me on TikTok too, because I'm starting to get a little bit of a following there, so that's pretty awesome. And such a challenge for me, getting a whole lot into 1 minute. If you're interested in a personal reading, doing some life coaching with me, or joining us for classes, the G's gang, whatever it is, everything is in the instruction box below. If you're unsure of what you want, I'm always happy for you to email me and just sort of double check with me what sort of reading might be best for you. Don't forget, I'm live this Saturday on Facebook. I know it's always extremely busy, but I do try to get to as many of you as I can. And the 13th, 14th, of course, I'm in the lovely area of Bathurst doing readings too. So anything that you need like that, whip over to my Aussie Goddess Facebook page, and just like the page, everything is pinned to the top. You'll find everything you need. As I always say, I think that's everything. I think that is. All right, let's see what's going on in the What's Cracking world. We're going to use the Jour de Vivre Tarot for this reading this morning. I always feel like after I've done the little blurb at the beginning, it's like leaving the house and feeling like you've left something on. I think there must be some sort of OCD thing with me, some obsessive compulsive thing. All right, we are ready. Wow, okay, so we're starting off the day with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card that talks of taking time out, taking a pause. Sometimes it can feel like the universe just does this to you. You know, I often hear people say, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels and I'm not going anywhere. And I say this is because you're healing. So if you put the time and energy into your healing, you won't stay stuck for too long, which of course is something that we've all had to learn along the way. But the Hanged Man is also a person who is looking at things from a different perspective. So sometimes in life we are sort of pushed into a corner where we find it very difficult to see things from a different point of view. And I guess that's where COVID really hit us all hard, because we'd never really thought that we would ever see anything like that in our lifetime. And it pushed many of us into an area of realizing, you know, we have so little control over what happens in the universe. And this is sort of about trying to understand that and taking a different approach to it. So it's sort of looking at things differently, but understanding that sometimes we have to look at how can we approach that in a different way. This is not something that we're used to. This is not something that we would do frequently. So therefore we need to have a look at how do we move forward on this in the best way possible. All right, so we have the the 5 of Wands coming through. Okay, so this is something to do with some sort of conflict. You may have taken time out from somebody after having some sort of clash. The 5 of Wands is about bickering. So it's very much about, you know, communication going backwards and forwards, but not really going anywhere with the Hanged Man. It could be that you are doing this. Maybe you are trying to make some sort of decision and going backwards and forwards on something, but not really going anywhere. So it's sort of this very stuck energy actually, but I bet your mind isn't stuck because you're all over the place with your thinking. So there's sort of some energy of trying to make some sort of decision here. All right, so we have the Judgment card coming through. Some of you are contemplating whether to try something again, whether to go at something again. What would you do if you had this opportunity? It's sort of, to me, it feels like something's coming around again that's got you all up in your head, and you're taking time out here to think about it in a different way. So there's very much this sort of contemplative energy, but it's something to do with some sort of decision coming through here with the Judgment card. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. Wow, that hits deep this morning with the Justice card. Holy dooly. Okay. I feel like something's coming in for you here that you have to make a decision on. I feel like you've probably thought about this before. You've probably thought what would I do if? How would I approach this if? How would I look at this if? And I really feel like your if is coming to fruition. Something is happening here that I feel that you've been contemplating, even mulling over, ruminating over for some time. If you had this opportunity, if this was offered again, whether it's a job, a situation, and romance, something here, if it were offered again, how would I approach it? But I actually feel like you're getting an opportunity now to see how that works in action. I don't feel with the Justice and the Judgment card there that this is something that you're thinking about only anymore. I feel like this is it now. Something is coming in that you've been contemplating for a while. You know, I mean, it might be something as simple as, what would I do if I got the university degree? What would I do? How would I use that? How could I live there? How could I manage that? And then you're faced with the real thing. And all that contemplation and thinking really is not going to help you here because you're still contemplating. Now you get to put it into action. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. Really stuck in the head, thinking about how do I approach this now? This is really been stuck in your head. This is the overanalysis, paralysis energy, this being really stuck, unable to free yourself, unable to make a decision, but just keep going around and round. We've all done this. It's the energy that keeps you awake at night. And I feel this is most likely where you are at the moment, but even more likely to be in this energy once this decision comes around. Let's see where we're going with that. All right, I have the Sun card coming through. So this is a good sign because it says to me that, you know, whatever decision you make here, it doesn't matter whether you do or you don't. Whatever decision you make is going to be the right one for you, regardless. Okay, so there is no need to worry about a decision. And I don't really know why we overthink things like that. It's got something to do with our childhood learning and trying to control things. You can't control your thinking. It'll just keep coming regardless. So there's sort of an energy here of the universe saying to you, whatever you choose will be right for you. You don't have to worry. It's all in hand. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups here. Okay, and the Ten of Cups. How beautiful is this energy? There is a dream coming true for you here. There is some sort of energy of you being offered something that for you is a dream come true. And I think you've thought about it many times. You've probably fantasized about it. You've probably churned it over in your own mind. What would ever happen if I got this opportunity? And now this is so overwhelming for you here because it's like this is such beautiful energy. It's like you've got an opportunity to work through something and you're sort of getting out of this in your head energy. And the Seven of Cups is so dreamy here. It's so dreamlike. It's this energy of feeling lost in some sort of heartfelt, almost romantic feeling coming through with this Seven of Cups. But you've got the Ten of Cups here. So whatever this choice is, whatever you choose is irrelevant, really. Well, it's not in the long run, but it is for the choice. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get your Ten of Cups no matter which way you go. So this decision is not really about whether you're going to get into this happy, dreamy state. It's about what direction you're choosing here. All right, let's keep going. Oh, look at this. It's love. Ace of Cups coming through with a vengeance there. All right, and then we have the High Priestess. That's beautiful energy. Knight of Wands, somebody coming in very, very rapidly here with an offer of love. Very, very rapidly. You know, it's funny, I see this energy here and I see this energy of contemplation and trying to decide which way to go. And I'm wondering, is this person coming towards you doing exactly the same energy here? Because to me, it feels like you're both doing the same thing. Whoever this person is that has this cup of love for you is going through this energy here. Should I take this chance? This is a dream come true. I'm going to be totally happy if I take this opportunity. I feel like the time is right, but what if they say no? What if they don't want to? And you're doing the same thing. This person means business. Knight of Wands here. This person is very determined. I feel that they have this sort of energy of, I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but in my heart, in my energy, I feel that this is the best thing to do. This is what I should be doing. Okay, so I feel like somebody's approaching you with love here. It's possible with the Justice and Judgment card that it is somebody coming back, somebody moving around for a second opportunity. Judgment, somebody who could have let you down in the past. But the universe is about to put it right here. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. Justice is going to be served. I feel like somebody in the past may have hurt you in some way, shape or form. But with the Judgment card, it's pretty much saying that this person is getting an opportunity to put things right. But there's very much this energy of the should I, shouldn't I? Do I, don't I? How does it look if I do it this way? How does it look if I do it that way? All right, let's keep going. All right, so I have the Seven of Wands coming through. Oh, with the Two of Cups. What a beautiful reading. Queen of Coins. Somebody wants to offer something for the long term here. Somebody is up for the long haul. Somebody wants stability. I look at this and I think you have the Ten of Cups and the Sun in this reading. You couldn't get two more beautiful cards. This person wants to be your all, your everything. They're not giving up either. I feel like now they've made the decision with the Two of Cups. There's with the Seven of Wands, they're standing firm here, regardless of what happens. They know what they want and they're going after it. After lots of contemplation, lots of thinking, lots of trying to understand, this person is now trusting their intuition. It's a really straightforward reading. You know me, I like a good story. It's such a beautiful reading. So I don't even need to clarify it. I feel like anyway, oh, look at this. There you go. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles and I've just pulled the King of Swords. Somebody is ready to speak their heart, to talk from a heart space. They're no longer being in this logical mindset. They want this energy here of long-term commitment with the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who perhaps has been overthinking this for a very, very long time. Trying to decide what they want. All right. I feel like somehow or another I should have a romance card here, really, for this reading. It's all mushy and lovey-dovey and sweet. Oh, there we go. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. Maybe that's why I've been hit with the King of Swords here. Someone's ready to communicate. And the new moon, and the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Taking things through is the answer to whatever it is that you are asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbour, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasises the need to communicate. Tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. So there you go. This is about really listening to your heart space. And with that Sun card and that Ten of Cups, that is just with the Seven of Cups in between. That's very, very dreamy energy here. Someone's dream is about to come true here. I'll leave you with that. Thanks.